first breakers are now coming out, and obviously breakers are a great counter to both the Panda and the Warden, and so he's just going to try and take them down before there's sort of a critical mass of them. Also probably going to do some shopping because he knows that this Ancient Wonders won't be alive for much longer now, and he does buy an anti-magic potion. That'll be very nice against those sorceresses and the bolt and the an arcane tower if one ever goes up. One is now actually coming up, so we will be seeing one soon. This archmage actually taking a bit of focus now. Obviously a fair bit of slow on him, and blink being used by this Warden. Looks like this archmage might actually be chased down unless he's very tricky, but no, he doesn't do anything really to save it. And Rain being forced to TP out, but actually TPing to this base. I guess he doesn't want to know that he doesn't want Pom to know that he has an expansion at this point, because I don't think Pom scouted it out. But this is going to mean that he is definitely going to lose this Warden, and probably lose the Panda. I don't see any way the Panda's going to get it either. So a bit of sloppy play there by Rain, but I guess it was sort of for the greater good. And Pom probably thinking that he has this game in the bag, because I don't think he knows that this expansion is up for Rain. Rain finally brings some wisdom onto this gold mine, but sort of it's really a case of too little too late perhaps. We'll have to see if he can just sort of completely keep Pom distracted for a very long time. He is going to lose this altar as well, but I imagine he will rebuild one back up at his base. And one Dryad just sitting around here. It looks like he is going to be picking up his Panda again, or sorry, his Warden again. Probably you're just going to build a altar for the Panda. And we'll have to see. This one Dryad though is just sort of trying to get like sort of free hits and then run away. That's just really to keep Pom distracted, and also the slow poison does a fair bit of damage if you can spread it over a whole bunch of units. And the Tree of Eternity is still sort of at fairly high hit points. You probably should get Nature's Blessing, because that will really slow down Pom a fair bit. It'll cost a whole lot of lumber, but at this point sort of I don't know what he plans on doing with lumber, but I don't think there can be much. And actually one Ancient of Wonders going up here for Rain. It is scouted, and I think Pom just realizing that this Warden is back, deciding to get his rifleman out of there, knowing that he shouldn't just pick this fight. And I think Pom just thinking he can pick off these last couple buildings and will be able to finish the game. One more Dryad actually hidden at the back of the space. I think Rain should probably try and get it out while these units are distracted, because otherwise it's just going to be cannon fodder. And this Warden has used up the little mana it did manage to get after coming out of that tavern, and trying to take down that one rifleman, but hasn't quite managed, and does manage to take it down just at the end because no priest healing from Pom. A bit sort of a sloppy play, but certainly it's an understandable mistake considering the sort of the high stakes and whatnot. And this Ancient Wonders will actually manage to go up, and that Ancient Wonders will definitely pay dividends, because there's going to be so much gold for Rain, just because he's going to have a mine and nothing really to spend his, or sorry, 2 mines running at the moment, but he'll probably only have 1 mine in a minute. But he will have a whole bunch of gold income and really nothing to spend it on. This one Dryad is now sort of getting some free hits off, but I imagine that's not going to last forever, and that could cause some problems. And Pom actually running straight past this expansion, but not bothering to scout it. I think he just thinks it's so implausible that Ray never had the time to actually creep that out, that it will mean that he will be in this game for a bit longer at least. And we are now seeing this Mountain King at level 4. That's really going to be dealing some damage when he gets to level 5. Low level 4 though, so it will take a little while. Rain will lose his Tree of Eternity fairly soon. It's going to mean that he's going to have to... he's not rebuilding his lores yet, which is a bit of a mistake, I think. Because it's going to mean that when he loses this, he won't be able to build those lores until he upgrades his Tree of Ages. So that's going to mean no more Dryads for a very long time. And these couple wisps are being brought out of the gold mine now, just because it's better to keep them alive, and rather than get those sort of extra couple seconds of gold. And Pom not trying to take those down, just instead taking down the Tree of Eternity, because I think he thinks he has his game in the bag. And he will now just sort of take down these last couple of buildings, and I'm not sure what his plan after that's going to be, because he... Tome of Free Training being used there by the level 5 Warden, probably for Fan of Knives and Blink, although I'm not exactly sure. This one Dryad actually trying to do a bit of harassment, but I'm getting surrounded by militia, and there's the Fan of Knives, so good there. And this could really be dangerous for Pom, because he just doesn't have anything to counter this harassment at the moment. He does have the one breaker, but that's really not going to do much, and Warden will be able to Fan of Knives again, takes down 3 more peasants, and will be able to take down 2 more with 2 more hits. So I'm not sure, maybe Pom thinks that when he takes down this Hunter's Hall that'll be over, but certainly that's not what's he's not even going for it. He is rebuilding his Hunter's Hall as well. So actually an Ancient of War at his base as well, so either he's going to be going for Huntresses or he just wants a natural base defense. I think it's probably just that natural base defense that he's interested in. And the Warden now less than 100 mana, so we won't be seeing any more Phantom Knives for a little while at least, but he will try and take down this one breaker and then probably get out of there. Actually probably take out the Sorcerers as well, using Blink to take down that one breaker, and won't have Blink for a little while yet, but he does have a potion of healing and an invulnerability potion, so he will be fine just to get out of there one way or another, because he does have enough mana for Blink eventually. And actually, it looks like he's trying to take down more peasants, but really being a bit cocky here because the Mountain King is back in. Very nice use of invulnerability potion there to dodge that bolt. Really nicely played there by Rain. Must be on very low ping, and this one Hunter's Hall is just ooh, sorry, my phone's ringing. Just 1 second. As I say, yes, this one Hunter's Hall is actually sort of been abandoned, not going to be attacked, and so that rebuild Hunter's Hall isn't going to be overly useful for Rain. But I guess it was sort of a good safety precaution just to take. And so these two Ancient of Wars now in Rain's expansion, I can't imagine it won't be long before it's scattered out. Ooh, an altar being rebuilt by Rain now, perhaps just to get that panda back sort of cheaply, and Warden now using a clarity potion and has another one stored up, but it looks like this Ancient Wonders will go down. There is another one in sort of what is Rain's new base, and Rain now rebuilding Moonrose as well, so perhaps we're going to be seeing Hunters wouldn't be brilliant actually, just because of the slow from the sorceresses. And another clarity potion being used by the Warden does have an invisibility potion as well. Comes in, uses another fan of knives, and that clarity is cancelled though by one sort of attacking peasant, and looks like Rain will be able to take down this arcane tower before it goes up, and Palm just using one militia form to try and get that peasant out of there without being taken down, and Warden getting precariously close to level 6 actually. That could be a very nice way to end the game if you can just keep this harassment up. Obviously Palm doesn't want to just stick in his base, he wants to be able to actually fight and play aggressively. Perhaps he could expand here, although that would require that wouldn't just mean that Rain could then go and harass him there. So really being stuck in a bit of a tough place here. Rain just continuing to attack this keep, and there's not really much Palm can do about it. He can come back, but Rain will just use blink and invisibility and everything. But Palm finally get a scout at this expansion, and I think this might be sort of the clincher here. Rain is actually going for Huntresses because he is only tier 1. He doesn't have the Hunters or the Ancient of Lore, as I was talking about before. Very nice bolt dodger as well. Bolt's been very ineffective there for Palm, sort of in the last couple of ones at least. And he does have a amount of intelligence there as well as level 2 Brilliant Aura, so he will be fine, I think. And ooh, actually, Rain dropping his item. Oh, maybe that cause of attack's been there the whole while. I'm not sure exactly why he hasn't picked it up there yet though. And some more nice detonates there. Really managed. Ooh, actually a bad one at the end there, but really managing to drain out most of the mana from Rain's units, and also wasting one of Palm's bolts, and then now coming and getting that level 6 and using blink immediately to get out of there. Does get bolted though, but it's really not going to do much, and he does have enough for Avatar, and I imagine he'll be using it any second now. Yep, there it goes up there, and Palm sort of doesn't really want to move into the space because you can see all these Ancient of Wars and Ancient of Wonders and whatnot are really going to provide a lot of high damage output, especially against the breakers and the riflemen, which are really the high damage units. And level 6 Warden using another clarity and not being hit yet, finally being hit again, and Warden being bolted yet again, but looks like he will manage to take down, nice invisibility there, taking down one of the two sorceresses, and the other one being hanging down by the Spirits of Vengeance. And finally a bit of a comeback here from Rain, really managing to sort of push off Palm, and Palm has managed to partially rebuild his economy, but he only has 2 on gold at the moment, compared to Rain's 5. I assume he has 5 on gold, and so in a bit of trouble. He does obviously have better heroes, but finally Panda is back for Rain. He is level 2 and does actually have a Staff of Preservation, which will be quite nice to use in the future. But one priest sort of getting a bit lost. Maybe I doubt it'll be Breath of Fire, but perhaps they'll just be chased down, and the Warden will manage to intercept it. I imagine we'll see if no mana for Fan of Knives. A bit careless play here by Rain, sort of moving in here and just deciding to attack instead. And I think this might give Palm the chance he needs just to run out his peasants in militia form if it comes to it. And you can see Rain doing a very good job of hitting every unit once, and the Panda actually goes down to I assume to the bolts around from the Archmage. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that, but Warden is sort of wreaking havoc still in Palm's base, and will have to blink out at some point. He does have an invulnerability potion if he really needs it. He does actually have a Staff of Teleportation as well, which would be nice, but but he's presumably hoping to do a bit more damage now. Actually, the Archmage is getting a bit trapped here. Being invisibility must be used, and we are now seeing Rain sort of in a bit of a worse position. His Warden has taken a bit too much damage, and I think he's used to decide to try and do some damage to the heroes rather than actually try and play this as a proper battle. He does have these Huntresses, but just keep on going to their death. I'm really not sure that they're the best use of money, and level 5 on that Archmage from that 100 skill, and those obviously level 3 water elementals will just be doing so high damage output, and there's no Dryads to dispel them, so that's really going to be dangerous for Rain. And Rain continuing to chase down these just sort of single units. This one rifleman, unfortunately no Shadow Strike. Ooh, very nice bolt dodge there by Rain. Some really nice play here. He must have very low ping, and we are now seeing the Mountain King getting close and getting a bash off, and another bolt actually, and this could be very bad for Rain. You will need to blink up away as soon as possible. It does blink and then uses the Staff of Teleportation and 30 hit points. Will he manage to get away? He does just manage to get away. Very close play there by Rain, but and you can see Palm's clearly appreciative of the luck and associated skill. And the Panda is now back. Rain hasn't actually rallied it anywhere. Maybe he doesn't want to rally it past these towers, and this Hunter's Hall is still up, so that means I think 3 Hunter's Hall up for Rain. A really weird mistake to make, I think, there, but certainly it's not the end of the world, because he does have a fair bit of money stored up. He has 400 gold and 1900 lumber, so the 100 lumber cost of the Hunter's Hall certainly won't be the end of the world. And Rain passing by this map